What up, gang? How you guys doing today? I'm glad you guys got a head start on liking the stream. Thanks, Buljeet, for teeing that up. T-Bot, what's going on? What's going on, Jimmy? Rudy, what's up, what's up? What's going on, Woozy? What's going on, FM Jake? Brayden, hello, hello. Angelo, hello. Ron G. What up, Ron? What up, Odd? Leo, what's up? Eric, Gandhi, what's going on, man? K-Dog, what's going on? Hello, hello, gang. What's going on, JTP? Victor, hello, hello. What's going on, Victor? Kamya, hello. Amo, what's going on? Cheyenne, hey, hey. Rasta Pasta. What's good? What's good, man? What's good? Just checking through a few things here, guys, and I will be with the chat here in a bit. I'm liking these NQ shorts at the moment. Testing the key area. Yeah, we're teeing up here on shorts on NQ. Just organizing up a few things here, and we'll be right to it. You guys have been here for long enough. You guys know what the assignment is. I will type it up in the chat here in a bit. Like and subscribe, gang. Like and subscribe. 200 thumbs up. 50K TPT giveaway. What's going on, new Johnny? Zen, hello, hello. We're going to do a take profit trader giveaway for the gang today. And honestly, let's see if we can get some good engagement today, because I'm hoping to maybe do 2 giveaways for the gang. 2 giveaways. Let's do it. Let's wrap it up. Yeah, I'm kind of looking for us to hold, to be honest, on the NQ, hold beneath here. Our session high from New York, but who knows? We might just keep pumping either as well. I'll need to go through a whole full analysis as well to see what makes kind of the most sense for us here. I'll go through it in a bit. Odd sad, yeah, man. This is my time slot. There's 5 of us that stream Project 365 5 days a week, and so my time slot is the pre-London session. I come pretty much just right after Ron G. Ron G covers the Asia opening period. Mitch does our Gamma pre-market with Jay kind of opening up New York, and then our man Christian does the power hour for the group. Yeah. Let's see what the market's got to offer for us today, man. Looks like we're pretty bullish right now. As usual, guys, I'm going to go through the trade review with both NQ and gold in a bit here. I just want to say to anyone who traded New York today, I really hope you guys were able to catch the short, whether you were on stream and took it with Mr. Jake Ricci himself, or maybe you had the setup. If you guys remember, I talked about, as I always do in every one of my sessions, places to look at, what to look for, and how to trade them going into the other session. The areas that we talked about in our last session together actually played out very well during the New York session. So if you were able to catch a short on the NQ today, it was an absolute beautiful setup. And we'll talk a little bit about that today as well. Okay. So what we'll go through, I'm just gonna like note this here just so like people as they're kind of walking in here, what I'm gonna go through. NQ and GC trade review. NQ and GC trade expectation today, right? That's what we're going to go through, okay? Well, what up, big boy? Hey, Ali. What's going on, man? What's good in the hood? Let's see. I haven't checked my Lucid accounts. I don't think so. I heard someone from the chat here actually the other day mention that the Lucid Live portion actually might take 7 to 10 days for the Lucid Max. That was my understanding. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can show you guys it. You guys can see this right here probably. Oops. You guys see this? Right there? Guys, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Hold on. I have 4 accounts pending live right now. 150K, 50K, 25K, and a 50K. So those are the ones that are pending right now. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see, man. We waiting. If I can't, not a big deal. Like I said, I've been talking about wanting to kind of get set up here with Funded Next as well as the prop firm to attempt. So I'm looking to attempt that soon as well. What's gold up to here? Are we going to hold beneath VWAP on gold? That'd be interesting. I'm kind of curious if I should take a high risk short on gold right now with a tight stop loss. I'm very tempted, gang. I'm very tempted. $4712.2 gold short. Kind of what I'm looking at to do here potentially. You tight stop would be about a 3-point stop loss on gold. If we were to shoot for this though, we would look to basically tag the lower range here. So I'm going to attempt a short here, guys, on GC. I got to switch over here. Give me a second. What am I looking at here? I'm in at 4712.2, but I'm just trying to get this whole thing figured out here, guys. Give me a second here. We got a price alert hit that NQ is breaking the high of day for the session so far. Yeah, drop a thumbs up, gang. Let's get this going. I will do the trade review in a bit, guys. I'm just kind of sifting through all my screens here. What's going on, Chris? Ites Cloud, what's up, what's up? Gavin, hello, hello. Hey, Gavin, congratulations. Way to get that $600 locked in, man. Good work. Theo, hello, hello. Are you asking about the gold short and why I want to short here? I mean, I'm I'm a big old bear. I'm a big old bear when it comes to gold. We've been setting in kind of lower highs, and I know that as of right now, we look like we're trying to break back above, and we may possibly, but I'm trying to see how we hold this VWAP area, right? Like, I think there's a good chance that if we can get some follow through here. Again, if I'm entering a short here, I'd probably put my stop loss above VWAP is kind of what I'm looking at here. That's what I would do. I'm going to look for a little bit of follow through here. If we can come back and hold beneath this area, I'm going to take a short entry here on gold. NQ's shorts don't look as sexy, so I'm not looking at that one right now. NQ is just kind of like moving right now. So that never kind of went through. But gold, on the other hand, we'll see. We'll see if we get follow through. We'll go through a trade review in a bit here, guys. Next gen as well, eh? Yeah, I know there's a lot of props out there. The only reason why I've been kind of looking at Funded Next is because I've heard some good things about them as well, and I've been meaning to really try them. I just haven't gone around to doing it. Yeah, Jake, the first GC trade was a stop out on that one. I wanted to see if we were going to get some like 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time opening action, but we didn't really get any follow through on it. So we'll patiently wait and we'll see. We'll see here if we get some follow through down. Hey, what's going on, Devon? Sanjin, hello, hello. What's going on, Raw Dog? Can you talk about what made you trade 3 minutes when you first started with props? So when I first started, Raw Dog, assuming you're asking like since the beginning, right? When I first started trading props, right? I for myself, I didn't think about it as it was considered high risk at the time. As a person who came from options trading first, I was used to risking like $500 to $1,000 of my own money trading options. So when I was trading minis, I was kind of like, okay, well, this is pretty similar. It doesn't seem like I'm too far off. That was kind of the big reason as to why I kind of looked at that. And so obviously I did dial back on my minis in the early stages, kind of went back down to 1 mini until I kind of figured things out before I went back to it again. So generally for me, I kind of go like 1 mini, 2 mini, 3 mini. When I'm trading my funded accounts, 3 minis is if I'm like all the stars are aligning, things look really, really great, I'll take it. Otherwise, 1 mini is kind of like the safe number to kind of go with. Just enough risk to be digestible is kind of what I would look at generally speaking. Would I be open to go long on gold? I'm open to it. I mean, just not right now. I think like structurally speaking, I'd like us to clear structure before we do so. Like if we do continue to start putting in higher lows here, then I'm interested in gold longs, but we are holding beneath VWAP right now. So I'm entering, that's why I'm looking to enter these shorts here on gold here at like 47.12-ish. Looking for a little bit of fall through. I'm putting a limit order here in a bit here. Trying to see if we can get a rejection on gold. NQ is basically rejecting an old New York opening print spot as well at the moment. What up, Rag Guy? What's going on, Chris? Yeah, I've seen a few different Icy Hawk. I've seen a few different renditions of that type of stuff. I think does Jake have some? I feel like Jake has something like that too, to be honest. Yeah, NQ did really try to break, but you know what? Do you remember what I talked about these past few streams about fake outs? I think this New York old opening print here at 305 might be the thing that sends us down. So I'm actually gonna grab a drink really quickly, guys. I haven't even hydrated myself yet. So I'm gonna grab a drink and then I'm gonna dive straight into the trade review with you guys. Okay, so just give me a second here. I'll be right back. All right, gang. I still have one more slice of that mango cake that I was talking about here. So I'm probably going to rock some of that. All right. Yeah, raw dog, man. Sizing small is a good start. On my personal YouTube, I've done an entire MNQ series based on trading small size. I definitely recommend it. It really just goes to show you that, like, if you just have the patience to see things through, you can accomplish a lot actually on the market. So just my 2 cents on that topic. Which one can that Gandhi. How many days do you hold opening onto your charts for? Leo, for opening prints, I usually only hold like a day old at best. I don't hold it for that long. Sometimes I hold it just because, like, depending on like where we are like ranging, like if we're still within that range, then it's sometimes worth taking a look at, and that's the reason why I do. But yeah, I don't hold them forever though, because obviously there's just so many lines on a chart. You want to be very careful with how many lines you put on the chart, right? So this is the 2 minute chart. And understand that although I'm showing the 2 minute chart, I look at multiple time frames. I don't just look at the one. I just try not to, like, if I end up looking at all of them like this, it just ends up being really crowded for you guys when I'm looking at this, which is the main reason why I just try to keep it a singular, just so that it's easier to look at for you guys. What up, AJ? I'm looking forward to you, my man. I'm not gonna do anything to jinx you, but I'm looking forward to you making that payout, my friend. Honestly, Kamiya, if you got something working for you on MNQs, don't change it, man. Don't change it. Like, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to do that just because of you know, size. I think sometimes greed can really get the best of you. The GC shorts are looking pretty good now. If you guys remember what I said earlier, I said 4712. I had a limit order kind of set there. So I am in those shorts right now. I'm gonna hop right into the trade review right now, just so I can go over everything, and then we'll continue to go on to chat. So just a few quick reminders here. Obviously, welcome to Project 365. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. We hope that we'll be able to provide you some great entertainment and great education overall. I myself and Ron G, we generally have some of the slower sessions, so we have the opportunity to also answer a lot of questions and connect with a lot of you guys. So feel free to bombard the chat and ask the questions as you see fit. I will do my best to answer all of the questions I possibly can in a timely manner. We're obviously looking to do some giveaways today with the gang as well. I have a 50K Take Profit Trader account that I'd love to give away to the gang. And you know what? If we get enough engagement throughout the day, maybe we get 300 thumbs up. I know we're gonna have to look for a lot of viewers to make that happen, but if we can get there, then we might even do 2 giveaways today. So I hope I can do that for you. We are getting follow through on our GC shorts right now, so that's looking really good. I am going to talk about the trade thesis of both NQ and gold right now. We're going to go through bar by bar. I am in my gold trade for those who are asking the question right now, because as I mentioned earlier, 4712 is where I had my limit order, and it kind of followed through with it. But I am going to talk about this first and foremost. So let's kind of go through the chart here. So on the NQ right now, let me move that a little bit here, guys. Weekly time frame, obviously we're still kind of in the middle of the week. A lot can happen, so there's only so much to digest. This move that's in retracement that we had within the bar is not too crazy of a surprise. For those who trade Fibonacci retracements, I just want to highlight here that the overall price of so far our move, we've come down to the 0.61 spot. Pretty on point before we had the retracement back up. Generally speaking, I do, the only time I will ever reference Fibonacci, and it's a big if, is I generally look at the 50% retracement spot. So do I think the NQ has room to come back down to 50%? I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but I'd be open to that idea before we continue to move higher, because we have been on a monumental tear on the NQ. Again, we always got to tread carefully when we're shorting the trend like this. So just tread carefully, obviously, but that's just kind of my 2 cents on that so far. if we take a look at the daily timeframes right now, you can see here that we put in a bearish bar over our most recent session. Although we did have a nice recovery during the back half of the New York session, we did still close bearish. So, I think that if price holds beneath the opening bar of our recent New York session, I do think that there's a possibility we can continue to move back down. So I would say that the opening bar of yesterday will be a pretty important watch for me on the NQ. Whether or not we continue to break past this and continue further, or whether or not we get a hold beneath this and maybe retrace further over the course of the London session and the New York session. Okay. On the hourly time frame, we've essentially kind of just we obviously broke through the higher high there, but we haven't broke beneath the higher low. So again, that's why a part of me kind of thinks that we have the possibility on the NQ of retracing back a little bit further down here and tagging this 28,608 before maybe we continue higher. Again, very speculative, right? Very speculative. I'm not saying that that has to happen. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if that were to happen. I think a big component, like I said earlier, now that you can kind of see closer up, I'm looking for us to hold beneath this area. There was a lot of consolidation in our prior session as well, early on Sunday. And so for me, I would say that if we can hold beneath this, there's still a possibility for us to move a little bit lower. So that's just kind of my 2 cents on the NQ so far. I do want to talk about the recent session that we just had, right? And so just as for a friendly reminder here for the gang, yesterday on stream, the short trade that I took on the NQ was the one that was here, and I'm trying to see where I exactly took that entry again because I moved some things around. It was here. There it was. It's roughly around there. Okay, so I took a short trade on the NQ yesterday, as you guys saw me do that. It was 2 minis, $1,200, right? And I mentioned that I was really looking for us to tag this channel, and which we obviously eventually did. Now, we did end up pushing further down. And if you guys remember, one of the questions you guys had asked me during the stream was, Alan, do you think that I should take the short trade or should I wait for a retest? And I said, I do think we should wait for a retest because I think it will happen, right? And so what you did end up seeing later on in the session, obviously this was after I had logged off already, we had a pushback up into the lower high here. And just for the sake of visual right now, I'm just going to highlight this with a channel box just so that you guys can see it. We did come back up here afterwards, as you can see here, and we tapped it quite a few times before we came right back down again. So had you waited patiently and taken this retest, I mean, I think that you would have had some reasonable risk to reward here where you could have risked about just less than 15 points and you could have humbly caught 1R easily. 2R was very much on the table, but obviously the overall move on this was about almost 5R if you would have held the full move. So there's that. Now, why am I talking about this? Because what I want you to pay attention to is that this area became relevant to us. Remember all the times we've been talking a lot about this from session to session, New York to Asia, Asia to London, London to New York. So I know for you guys who have been watching my stream for 4 weeks now, you're probably like, Alan, you keep saying that. I get it. Stop talking about it. There's a lot of new people that are hopping on the stream that may not know my theory around that. So I want you guys to take a look at this channel, right? You can see here coming into the New York session today. I know Jake took the short as well. I didn't have the chance to watch the stream, so I don't know why specifically he took the short. But what I can say right now is what we had is that when we opened up the New York opening print here and we pushed up above, we rejected the level. Now, I wouldn't have shorted right off the level. What I did like, though, was the fact that we came back down, and this is the channel. This is that same channel, guys. The same channel that I targeted for my shorts that now became that support flip resistance, right? And so this ended up becoming a nice potential lower high short that you could have taken. And I believe Jake took it somewhere in this area, if I remember correctly. But this would have been a very clean short had you referenced the same spot we talked about over our last stream session I had yesterday. Now, if this was a little too aggressive for you, this was like, to me, creme de la creme, right? We came back up, we tested the opening print, we tested the channel from the prior session we had together, and we also had VWAP. 3 reasons to take that lower high short. And that would have been a beautiful short to the downside. I know some of my students I saw in the Discord today, they were able to bag 100, 150, 200 points today on shorts, which was amazing. So congratulations to even if you're, whether you're a student or not, congratulations to anyone in this chat today that caught that short, because that was a banger of a short, right? So that was a really killer trade. The other thing that I also want to note was that, like, I remember one part of the stream because I did tune in a little bit, and I know that Jake posted on Instagram as well. He mentioned the fact that had he moved his stop to break even, he would have missed this entire move. And I talk about this a lot on stream as well. I know many of you guys will get very uncomfortable about me not moving my stop loss. Sometimes you're like, Alan, it's going to reverse. Why don't you just move your stop loss? Protect your profits, man. I get that. I totally understand the anxiety, and for a lot of you guys, there may be good reason to do that. Those who know me and how I trade, it's just not how I operate, right? Like, of course, if a trade moves at a certain point, I'll let structure tell me if I need to move my stop loss. But if it hasn't, I won't. And I want you to know that because, like, if one of the streams, I think it was 2 streams ago, I had adjusted the stop loss. And guess what? The one time that I adjusted the stop loss with you guys on stream, what happened? I got stopped out, and then literally the move followed through after the fact. So I would have hit my PT had I just left it alone. And this would have been another one of those examples. Had you just trusted your short, trusted your trade, you would have been able to capture a very strong move on the NQ today. So I just really want to highlight that because that it did end up becoming a point of interest for us. But then even coming down here, right? We had a channel drawn here from before. This would have been from, I think, 2 streams ago now. But this actually acted as a very nice lower high short entry, as you can see here, pulling down all the way back down to the bottom. And then later on, it actually acted as a very nice break and retest support spot for longs as well. So you can see here that these spots that I'm referring to, again, as I always say, just because there's not a trade that presents itself during the London and Asia session with me, it does not mean that they're not relevant. I always recommend that it's worth noting on the chart, just in case in the future that does present as another opportunity for you to take it, you can, right? So then coming on to the NQ currently right now, you can see here that we are just kind of starting to push back up here. That same channel that I referenced earlier on, you can see here on the NQ, it did end up acting as a little bit of a resistance for us, but it also acted as a very nice long trade for us. So if you were trading the earlier session, you would have been able to catch this nice break and retest above, which could have offered us a total move about like 50 points here on the trade, right? So again, obviously to each their own. I'm just showing you trade opportunity. You don't necessarily have to go for that big of a move. If you want to catch 1, 2R, nothing wrong with that, right? So just overall, just kind of my 2 cents on the NQ. And I see that the stream numbers are kind of starting to pop up here. So welcome to Project 365. If this is your first time tuning in, please drop a thumbs up. I am looking to do a giveaway with the gang. So if you guys obviously want us to do this giveaway, I don't know what happened to my thing. Where did I put it? Hold on. If you guys want to do the giveaway, let's drop 200 thumbs up on the stream. Oh, there it is. Let's drop 200 thumbs up on the stream so that we have the ability to get the giveaway out to the gang. Okay, guys? Let's do that. Hold on. What is going on? Where did my thingy go? Am I going crazy? Sorry, guys. I'm having a little bit of a dirt moment. There you go. There you go. There you go. And then I'm gonna kind of touch on gold now as the next thing. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna catch up on the chat real quickly before I hop into gold here. Could you learn how you get your 11 chance if I get on the Discord, right? So silverback trades, you know what? Definitely. If you're interested about the levels, that's the mastermind levels. So the Rig Trades Discord will actually offer you the class content for all of that. The channels are very specific to me, so that's not the same thing. Those are 2 completely different things. But the levels, absolutely, the secret sauce is there for you for the taking. So just FYI, if you want to, I'm just gonna hold on here. I'm gonna put the link in the group here for the gang. The Discord is absolutely the Rig Trades Discord community. We'll provide you all the mastermind recordings and all of that. So that's absolutely something that you could take advantage of as well. Okay. So give me a second here. Just gonna put that in there for you guys. Okay. Yeah, I can absolutely go into the gold, guys. I can absolutely go into the gold trade right now. Ooh, that's a really nice move on GC. I'm probably going to trim some profits here. I'm going to move over to the gold chart now. You can see here right now, we're about $2,400 in profit. I'm probably going to move. What I'm going to do here is it's a little bit odd here. I'm going to just do this. I'm going to change this to 2. 2 there, and then I'm just going to move a stop loss here because obviously I was talking to you guys for a little while, so I did not trim. So I'm going to put one of my trim targets right here for us. So in case it does peel back up here, then we'll take our first trim hypothetically, so to speak here. Okay. So I'm just going to go through the chat here. Yeah, GC shorts are working out. Can you show us your floating trade? Sorry, guys. I know you guys are so curious about where my trade was, but I really want to go through the trade review because I know many of you guys have been asking the question. So I want to definitely kind of touch on that topic of discussion here. We'll set a trim spot down here as well. Give me a second here. So far already on this trade, the total move has been already basically a 3R move. I have my stop loss at about 1.5R. If it just come back up and hits me, that's okay. We'll see if we get some more follow through. I'd like us to tag a little bit lower. I think we can. Like I said, I'm bearish. I made the comment earlier that I really wanted us to hold the low VWAP. And I do like this kind of like, again, this was kind of like a fake breakout here where we tried to push up. So I'm looking to get a little bit of follow through on this gold trade. This is my 150K take profit trader account. So I have a lot of drawdown on this. So same thing. Let's zoom out. Let's take a look at the bigger picture here, guys. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but as you can see here, we are still consolidating within a barcode on the daily timeframes. I've talked about that every stream now, and nothing's changed. Right now, as we put this candle bar in, it is important to me. If we can close bearish on this hourly candle in the next 28 minutes here, I do think we have the possibility to continue pushing much lower. So I'll be looking for that to take place here on the chart. I am bearish. Yeah, I'm looking for us to maybe come back here and tag the lows here. What I'm going to do here, just because I do want to make sure that I can manage this conversation stuff with you guys as well, I am going to change my stop loss here here to 2 actually minis instead, just so I can take more of the profit off, and I'll just keep 1 of my stop loss up here. There you go. That way, yep, there you go. As I get stopped out, at least I still take 1.5R profit here. So if I do get stopped out here, guys, I'm still going to be in profit because I took 2 minis off at 5 points on gold, and my last contract mini is at 3.6. Okay, so even if I get stopped out here, I'll still be very much in profit. Just want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. Now, with that said, though, I am open to holding this for this, so we'll leave this position here as is. I know earlier I was busy talking to you guys, so yeah, you know, the question might be, Alan, could you have taken profit a little sooner? Absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, literally the bottom wick of this candle was 3R. So could I have taken profit sooner? Yeah, I probably could have, but again, not the biggest deal in the world. I'm totally okay. I'm here to chat with the gang as well. So I'm okay with just managing the trade as is right now. Okay. Just catch up with the chat here. Oh, have a good night, man. Have a good night, T-Bot. Do you look for same setups in GC and NQ? When you say same setups, RJV, what do you mean by that? Are you saying like if I was looking for a continuation lower high, would I look for the same thing on NQ? Is that what you're referring to? What's going on, John? What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Nom? Good to have you in here. Yeah, RJV. Yeah, for me, for NQ and gold, I particularly kind of look for the same thing. I'm not looking for a great deal of difference between the two. Obviously, they do behave differently here and there. And then also something to think about is that both of the charts are doing something completely different right now, right? Like we're ranging on gold right now and consolidating, whereas NQ has been just pushing all-time highs. So obviously very different. So the setups might be a little bit different in terms of probability, but yes, in terms of setup wise, though, yeah, if I'm used to taking lower highs or higher lows, nothing changes. I continue to take those setups. On a 150K count road, 3 minis is usually the max that I will take, assuming we're talking about funded, right? If we're talking about eval, I'll go as high as 5 or 7 or whatever, right? Because if it's eval, I'm not as like conservative on terms of how I trade it. But again, that's just me. Generally, my rule of thumb that I would recommend for most people who are still learning and trying to figure out their edge is that you should try to give yourself enough for 10 bullets in the chamber. So generally speaking, I use the example of a 50K account. That means that you should be risking $200 per trade so that you have 10 bullets, so essentially 10 losses on the trade. So if you have a $4,500 drawdown, then you could probably double that amount to about $450 of risk. And that's, again, that's more than enough, because in a lot of cases, if you think about it, and AJ, who's, I don't know if he's still in the chat right now, but with his account right now with Lucid, he's close to taking a 10K payout in his accounts right now. And the thing is that for him, it's not like he was shooting for super big days. He was just shooting for increments of, like, $400 or $500 a day every single day, and then over the course of time, that's going to add up to that payout that you're looking for, right? So my 2 cents on that. Hey Coco, good to see you, man. Thank you for hopping on, tuning in. Yeah, I mean, NQ is just bullish. Very hard to short, I think it's like safer to trade higher lows with NQ right now. I think gold has definitely better probability for us to take more clean shorts or clean longs, especially since if we're trading within the range, then those are opportunities for us to trade that as well, right? So trade WAP, what's going on? No problem, Road. So just for a reminder for those who are tuning in right now, guys, 200 thumbs up on the stream. $50K TPT giveaway. See, Take Profit Trader is actually one of my favorite prop firms. Yeah, you know what? Intraday trailing drawdown sucks, but I love the daily payout that it offers. And I think from a value perspective, it's just kind of like a no-brainer. Just so you guys know, Take Profit Trader doesn't really do aggressive deals often right now. And I've never seen, at least for how long I've been trading, I've never seen it before. They're doing 50% off right now on their accounts. And that deal ends at the end of this week because they're raising the prices on their resets. That's why they're doing it. So code RAKE, 50% off on Take Profit Trader accounts. I definitely recommend them. Yeah, I mean, I loaded up on some evals with Take Profit Trader as well, just because, like, you may as well. I mean, 50% off is a freaking steal. So, and you can just take your time with it. You don't have to, like, feel the force, the need to keep trading them either, right? You know what I mean? What I'm going to do here with this trade as well, just so I can continue to chat with you guys, I am going to move this lower. And I'm not moving it low for no reason. There is a method to the madness. We'll leave it there. I'll basically manage my stop loss with structure as it continues to go down. But yeah, anyways, just letting you guys know, I definitely recommend TPT, guys. TPT. We got about 275 of you guys on right now. If you guys just, if even a good portion of the chat here right now just were to thumbs up, we could start the giveaway literally right now. So with all you guys are tuned in right now, I mean, I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm literally going to be able to, even though we're only 38 minutes on the stream, I'm going to do the giveaway immediately the moment we hit 200 thumbs up. So let's go, gang. Let's get it up there, gang. Decided to have a deep reflection today and start to only trade one micro for the next 2 weeks. Sizing has been my biggest issue. Hey, Jersen, man, I mean, not a bad idea. I think you might be able to find a lot of good clarity in your trading by doing that, because you'll be less invested in the emotion of the PNL and more focused on the chart. So I think that's great, man. What's going on, Ivan? You don't like trading YM? I just don't trade it. I don't know YM. I don't even know what YM is, to be honest, like, other than the ticker. So I personally like to stick to the things I'm comfortable with and when I trade a lot of time. So I stick to my NQ and my gold. It's 1:38 my time. Yeah, I know you're in the Eastern time zone. Exactly, man. For the guys who are on the East Coast, you definitely want the giveaway, right? So I'm looking to do a 50K giveaway. If we have 200 thumbs up, if we have 300 thumbs up today, I will do another giveaway on top of that. So that's 2 giveaways we're willing to get done. So let's get those things racked up, gang. Thoughts on buying multiple eval accounts and copy trading them when first starting out? Jordan Kaleri, I think this all comes down to your financial situation. If you're a person who's making good money in your career, and that, blowing, 10 accounts, 5 accounts that are evals, it's not going to break the bank for you, it's not going to ruin your day, then sure. I mean, I think a lot of people in the prop firm space does exactly that. That's why they use, they use the copy trade, they trade prop firms for the purpose of copy trading. You're asking, unfortunately, the wrong person, though, because I don't copy trade. So I naturally would not go down that path because I think it doesn't work for me personally. just because I know for my mentals it doesn't work out. But yeah, man, if you think that you can manage your mentals and you're okay with it financially, I don't see anything wrong with that. I have a lot of students that copy trade all the time, and they love it. They're successful at it, and that's honestly how they get their 5-figure payouts like every other week or so. So what's NQ going to do tonight? I just kind of did an overview actually of the NQ earlier on. So I mean, we're kind of just slow grinding on the NQ. NQ is not presenting an entry at the moment. This is one of those things where you almost kind of have to wait for a pullback to get to enter in some longs, or watch for a break of structure to enter for short. So right now, NQ is just kind of slugging away. I have no interest in touching NQ at the moment. Ivan, TPT 5-day eval is a good / bad thing. Keeps you from degenerating on buying evals. It's true. I mean, like, I know some people are just like, oh, I'm just gonna, since it's 5 days and it's a 50% consistency rule, I'm just gonna nail off my profits in 2 days and then just flip micros for the remaining 3 days. I think just remember that if you're thinking like that, you're already thinking very much like a degenerate. Now, again, if you have an edge in the market, then of course do what you got to do. It makes sense, right? But if you're still learning, take advantage of it, man. You have 5 days. What are you in the rush for, right? Take whatever the market offers you, and don't feel the need to force a trade, because this just doesn't work well, right? Kieran, welcome. Kieran Khalil, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you've had the chance to also hop into the other streams. When you say it's your first time, I'm not sure if it's your first time with me or first time with Project 365. Either way, if it's your first time, welcome. Definitely ask questions. I will do my best to answer questions for you guys, so don't hold back at all. What's going on, Vernetti? I heard someone else in the chat actually talked about the next gen funding. I haven't looked into them, so I don't really know anything about them. Yeah, MFFU Rapids, they're pretty solid. No, you mean they're very similar. I mean, they're very similar to Take Profit Trader. So obviously the only difference for me in those scenarios is more so just cap out. But yes, the more accounts. It's true, man. I want to give away more accounts, guys. So drop those thumbs up. I mean, there's 284 of you guys watching right now, and we have 154 thumbs up. I mean, 40, just what is that? 46 more, and giveaway is going to happen. Just like that, guys. Just like that. Yeah, Jaden, you just gotta like the stream right now. As soon as we hit 200 thumbs up, I will give the instructions on what to do to participate in the giveaway, and we'll get started right away. I mean, we're 43 minutes into the stream right now, so I'm open to doing more with the gang. You're in MNQ at 29,213. Should I have stopped? I'm targeting all-time highs. I mean, that's completely up to you, man. You're in at what? 29,213. I mean, you've got a pretty good entry on that already, right? That's gonna be completely up to you, man. Whether your strategy is to let your trade completely work out, or whether you want to trail your stop loss with higher low structures, that's gonna be completely up to you. I definitely will never tell you what to shoot for, because anything can happen. Anything can happen. Degenerate gamblers. Speak for yourself, Chris. Come on, man. Don't throw me in that racket. I'm actually not good when it comes to gambling. I don't know. I think I've said this before on a stream, but I'm not. I have bad luck on casinos. I don't even have beginner's luck. Anytime I've been to the casino for like a friend's birthday or something like that, I've always lost money. Like, I don't think I'm meant to make money gambling. Like, it's just not my thing. I've been destined to have to work hard for every dollar I make. Does NQ look like it's going to continue higher? Same comment as earlier. Hard to say. We've been grinding. I mean, at this point in time, I wait for pullbacks to take higher lows. Right now on the FF indicator, we are kind of holding beneath the 2-minute trend line right now. So I don't know. We might be bounced at 29,285 as maybe a potential higher low pullback on the 2-minute time frame. Otherwise, if we don't hold there, the other spot that I would look to hold is 29,255 on the NQs. But we'll see. I mean, it's hard to say. I'm not as interested in the NQ right now. I'm more interested in gold. Imagine knowing that my risk was small. That, yeah, man, Jersey. I mean, you said it right there, right? It's true. Like, I think that like you should be able to walk away. Like, think about it earlier. I was in a gold short trade and I literally walked away to get water. Like, I just am like, whatever, right? I'm not the biggest deal in the world. So, 100%, man. Oh, that's crazy, Vernati. That's crazy. Could you enter a short now, or you missed it? I mean, it all comes down to risk to reward, my friend. And I don't know if you're referring to gold or if you're referring to NQ gamer. But yeah, Do you always use limit orders when you are in the mood of trading? No, I don't. So, generally when I'm trading, I actually trade usually when Ron G's streaming. That's usually the period that I trade in, and so when I trade, I'll usually enter market orders actually. Sometimes because I have like lower volume in the period that I'm trading, the pre-London, I don't mind setting limit orders, but my limit orders are strategically placed in a way where I would like to believe it has the better probability versus me moving my limit order too close and too tight, and it might just wick me in and then stop me out, right? So um trade WAP. It's true, man. Ball G, what's your target on that MNQ short, man? Yeah, Isaac, go with what makes sense for you, man. I don't know what your edge is. I don't know what your strategy is, so I definitely don't want to give you my opinion on that. Yeah, risk management is everything, man. I always say risk over reward. Reward is not the important part. It's about the risk. You guys got to remember that in the long game of things, I have known traders who has made like they'll plaster it all over the wall, but like, yo guys, I made like 100 grand in like 2 months. I'm living on the top of the world. That same guy I talked to 5 months later, I'm like, hey, so how's it going, man? Like, are you making good momentum? I'm like, nah, man, I lost it all like a month later. And I mean, you just think about that, right? Like, it's crazy. I mean, we're in a profession where we have the ability to literally make hundreds and thousands of dollars clicking buttons on a screen. So just respect the game, right? If you're in this for the long haul, you'll treat it with the level of respect that the game deserves. If you're trying to get rich quick and get out, I mean, good luck, best of luck. I'm definitely not in this for the short haul. I'm in this for at least 10 years before I even think about hanging it up. So you got to have a long-term mindset with this. Yeah, we're getting very close. We're getting very close. We need 6 more thumbs up to start this giveaway. Hey, Ibrahim, good to see you, man. Hey, Ibrahim, price bar by bar is the big thing. Everything that I talk about in bar by bar analysis is all prevalent when it comes to swing trading as well. Essentially, what you need to do is you just look at the larger time frames and you play onto that. So yeah, I mean, that's good power to you, man. I know a lot of swing traders that swing option contracts or swing whatchamacallit, small cap stocks as well. Lucid, let's go. Thank you for this banger trade again. Shouldn't copy trade, but at least we're eating tonight. Let's go, Vernati. I love it. Hey, what's going on, Moneybag? Good to see you in here. Ball Kiss, what's going on? What to trade full time? You're in a prop count at the moment while you trade full time. Yeah, man. Work at it. You take your time, you'll get there, man. I mean, you don't need to rush this process. The market has been here well before we've been alive, and it'll be here well after we draw a last breath. So don't rush this process. Oh, I see. We are at 200 already. Okay, give me a second here. I still gotta get the bot all set up right now. So I'll keep answering questions here while I get the bot set up, and then I'll type in the description on how you're gonna participate in this giveaway. So if you guys are just hopping on the stream right now, Project 365, welcome again. If you guys want to enter this giveaway, just drop a thumbs up on the stream. That will give you that will be part 1 of it. Part 2, I'll give you instructions in just a bit. I just got to get this all set up for us, gang. We 100% live in a golden age of trading right now. It's crazy. I mean, if I had this opportunity 10, 15 years ago in the way that you guys have today, I mean, I totally would have started sooner. Again, with that said, no FOMO, no regret. I am who I am. Honestly, my financial maturity and my patience and risk management comes from a lot of my entrepreneurial side. So that's why I respect this game for what it is, because I know that just like an entrepreneurship, trading is not linear, right? A lot of ebbs and flows to what we do. Why you don't respect those which at 10:30? Why don't you respect those which at 10:30? I'm not too sure what you mean by that. Is options futures really coming soon? I heard. I can't spill the beans too much on that one, EJ. I've heard down the grapevine that there are things being brewed by some of the best prop firms in the space, some of which are in the banner above us right now. There will be something coming, and I'll 100% tell you right now, those who have known me from the OG days, if Tesla becomes a futures option, I will be trading Tesla futures. It is going to happen. You better bet that. Can you explain to us why you put your take profit there? It's just a spot of interest. So if you've been following my stream, that has been a spot that I've been watching for tests of retrace, and also over the New York session we also had that spot as a resistance as well. So I'm looking for just tagging into the area. It also gives me time to focus on talking to you guys too. So I will 100% dip into futures. If Tesla and NVDA become futures, I'm 100% trading it. Not even a question. Okay, so I'm going to type the description here for the gang to do our first part of the giveaway, guys. Just do the first part. So what you guys are going to do as soon as you see that the bot is available there, you're going to type in this into the chat, and you only need to type it in once. You do not need to spam it because yeah, it doesn't make it happen any faster. So we are going to start the giveaway here. We have about 5 minutes. Okay, so the bot is set up now. You can start entering it now. This is the code. So type that. Type that above in the chat for giveaway. Okay. And so, like I said, you got to drop a thumbs up on the stream as well, guys. There's 327 of you guys here. It means that 100 of you guys have not dropped a thumbs up to this for this giveaway. Let's get going, guys. Come on, let's rack those numbers up. These are rookie numbers. Remember what I said. If we get to 300 thumbs up, I will do another giveaway. There is 300 viewers right now. There's no reason why we can't get there. Let's rock it, guys. Let's rock it. You hear that, Ron G? Ali says that you have to hop on this giveaway as well if you're here. While you guys do this, I'm just gonna eat my mango cake because I have my last slice here. By the way, that's the mango cake. Yo, man, Vernati, someone's got to eat the cake, right? So I can't let this beautiful cake go to waste. And Ali, thanks for asking, man. You know what? Everyone's sick. My mom's still in the hospital actually right now. She's actually got pneumonia, apparently, so she's gonna be there for a little while. And then I brought my wife and my daughter actually to the walk-in clinic today because my daughter actually had like a reaction on her skin, and it's driven from the virus apparently as well. My entire family's sick right now, so I'm balancing the entrepreneur world, trading, and taking care of the fam jam for now. It's gonna be a long week. But thanks for answering, man. Thanks for asking, sorry. One-man army, man. I've been training all my life for this. It's all good. Let's see, there's about 2.5 minutes left to this giveaway, guys. Again, like I said, no need to duplicate, guys. If you have already entered into the trade, oh, sorry. If you have already entered into the giveaway, you don't have to keep spamming, guys, okay? Just want to make sure you guys know that. How many thumbs up do we have now? We have 241. If we get 59 more thumbs up, guys, we will do another giveaway. Yeah, it's going to be back-to-back, gang. In the words of Wall Street, these are rookie numbers, guys. These are rookie numbers. We got to pump these numbers up. Woozy, good on you for cutting sugar. At some point in my life, it's one of those things that I actually want to do. I will start cutting this type of stuff out. You can eat cake only if you made at least 10 points on GC. 100%, man. Yeah, I am going to start cutting these out because honestly, sugar is our refined sugar is probably the worst thing for you. Like, it's so bad for you in so many ways. And also when you think about things like Alzheimer's, apparently it's been approved. It's been a proven fact that it's one of the biggest root issues for Alzheimer's as well. So your last sugar drink was the time I took you out the hot pot. Damn, Woozy. Sounds like you got to come into Vancouver again so I can take you out for a hot pot again. I'm not sure if you saw the picture, Woozy. I actually took Chris out to high-end sushi when he came to visit me last week. You guys know I'm a foodie, so whenever any of the students come out to visit me, I take them out for some good food. I love that we're at 258 likes already, guys. Or thumbs up, sorry. It's gonna be funny for us if we actually do a giveaway and then literally go do another one back to back because we hit 300. We have 10 seconds left to this one. 10 seconds left, gang. So get your entry in, guys. I have tried Din Tai Fung, Rudy Mendez. I like their chocolate mochis. Their XLBs are good, but to be honest, they're way too overpriced. There are really good hole-in-the-wall places here in Vancouver that actually are like half the price. All right, we got our winner. Joseph Kim, 4170. You are the winner of the 50K giveaway. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. So Joseph Kim, you are the winner. DM me on Instagram. DM me on Instagram, and we will get you going with your winnings. Joseph Kim. Can you message the chat just so that I know that there's that you're there? Can you give us a simple explanation and difference from options and regular trading? Well, I mean, even regular trading, technically options is regular trading. There are stock trading, options trading, futures trading, forex trading. I mean, there's everything, right? So if you're just simply asking the difference between options trading and stock trading, let's just say that options has a lot more variables. You're technically, if you think about it, you're buying the rights to a contract and price. There's Greeks, theta, delta, all that type of stuff. Options is actually very complicated. I always recommend that if people are going to trade, futures is a good start. And from there, after futures, you can, if you want to understand price action, you can dabble in options after the fact. I find that if you go straight into options, it's never ideal, just because it is going to be painful. There you are. There you are. I was gonna say I need proof of life here, guys. Can you DM me on Instagram, Joseph Kim? DM me on Instagram, and I will get you set up with that 50K account. Maybe it's lagging just for you. Is it lagging for anyone else, guys? Is it just him? Okay, it might be just you. It might be just you. All right, guys. I haven't looked at NQ. What's NQ doing right now? Let's peek over there for a bit. I'm gonna copy and paste this over there. So NQ shorts looking probable, but I mean we're ranging right now. This is risky business. This is one of those, like, if you were to take a breakout trade, I would understand if you would want to take a breakout trade at the lows here, like at the crack of 284 and shoot for like 264. I mean, it's not a big trade, though. That's the thing. You're looking at like a 20-point trade, which, I mean, it's not horrible. It's just not sexy, you know? Yeah, NQ is not the trade, to be honest, at this point. Well, not for me. But do I think it's going to start reversing? Are you guys talking about the gold trade right now? It's possible. I mean, I don't know. If you think about it, we're just ranging here. This is the box range, right? The lows and the highs. If it does stop me out, then all good. I'm technically speaking, I'm still in the green. I mean, took 2 minis off earlier, right? I took 2 minis off around like 5. I think it was 5 points or something like that. So this 1 mini stop loss is at 3.6. So I'm still going to be in the positive, even when I get stopped out in this trade. Yeah, no sexy means no trade. As Jake always says, if it's not a fuck yes, it's a fuck no. I think the prop firms will jump into creating new evals for the single stock futures. Do you think that current option brokers like Robinhood will dominate the new single stock futures? I can tell you with some level of confidence that prop firms will absolutely dabble in the stock futures market. It will come. It is coming. And some of them might be the names that are above in the banner there, above the stream here. I didn't respect the 11 p.m. OB. Now you're going to hit stop loss. 11 p.m. OB. I don't know what that is. What do you mean by that? If I get stopped out, it's okay, my friend. It's okay. I've already taken 2. I don't know when you hopped on the stream, but I already took 2 minis off already. Yeah, I took 2 minis off here at 5.5. So all gooch. 2 minis off for 1.5 R. This last contract, even if I get stopped out, I'll be more than 1 R in trade still, so I'll be good. NQ doesn't look like it wants to come down, man. I don't know. It's holding pretty damn strong right now. Buljeet, if you're looking at the FF indicator as well, it looks like it held the 2-minute trigger line. We just need to see if it's going to hold the 2-minute. We need to see if it's going to hold the 2-minute. What is it? The major trend line. Right here. Which it doesn't look like it's going to hold. It literally looks like it's going to break it, to be honest. Hey, dude, the level that it bounced up off just there, what is the significance of that in your view, and would you mark it up? Level for a split striker. Are you talking about gold right now? Are you talking about NQ? What are you talking about right now? Yeah, Woozy, you'd be looking for a 2-minute 1, 2, 3 on that. Yeah, what's order barbecue? Hold around. Gold around 704. Okay, so you're asking, would I mark that up? I mean, you can. Again, I mean, I don't want to mark too many things on the chart. You could. I mean, that's obviously so far been a respected range area at the bottom, but I don't know. All right, stopped out on that. So overall trade as a recap, guys, I'll just kind of type it here in the chat for those who are just hopping in here. This was a 3 mini GC short, 2 mini taken off at 5.5 points. Last mini stopped out for 3.6. So that was the trade just now. Yeah, if you want to if you want to put like a marker point down here or something like that to like mark it, you totally could. Nothing wrong with doing so. At some point you'll have lots and lots of channels if you do that. Again, a lot of times I do these little channel things just for more so visual structure, just so that you guys can see what it is that I'm looking at. but it's not the most important thing in the world. Yeah, we're like 30 likes away, guys. If you guys put 29 now, 29 more thumbs up, we will do another giveaway, guys. BRB. I am back. Yeah, NQ's breaking up, man. NQ's breaking up. Let's see if we can hold that 5-minute trend line there, Buljeet. If it doesn't hold the 5-minute trend line, then I guess we can just keep going. Yeah, it's a party up in here tonight, guys. It's a party up in here. Joseph, thanks for messaging me. I messaged you back on Instagram, by the way. I know you're in shorts. You might get stopped out here on NQ. No trade setup for me for now. We'll just have to patiently wait. Is it going to be one of those all-night NQ grinds? I mean, I don't know. Hard to say, right? Let's see. We're still kind of holding beneath the opening, the old opening print here. So, I mean, could we range? This is again one of those examples what I mentioned before, where I would be open to like scalping trades. Not saying that I would scalp this one particularly, but it does give us the option to do so. Hey, uptick. Good to see you, man. Nice. That was a 2-minute trigger test as well. Nice little long 1 hour trade there, man. When you started to be profitable, did you reward yourself with buying something big, not like crazy, but more so if I keep doing well, I can continue to reward myself kind of thought? You know what? I never really bought anything of objectivity. So, JTP, good question. I think that like it comes down to kind of like values of what you want to do. Like I would say that whenever I had those like big winning moments, if anything, I just like took people out to eat. Like I think for me it was more of a celebration thing and spending it with good company, good food and all that. I never really bought anything. Like when I first bought my, and again, I don't talk about this on social media for a lot of reasons because I don't want to be that guy flexing stuff on Instagram. But when I first bought my first ever Rolex, it was actually the year that I had met Jake Ricci in New York. I went to visit Jake in New York in 2024, I think it was. And when I was out there, I just randomly decided to hit up the Rolex AD there, and I didn't even think I was gonna get anything because in Vancouver the Rolex AD is like impossible to get anything. You're on this crazy wait list forever. And yeah, I walked in and like I just said, hey, just shooting the shot here. Do you guys have any inventory? And like, oh yeah, that date just came in. And I was like, oh seriously? I'm like, is it for sale? He's like, yeah. Are you interested? I was like, I didn't even hesitate because I was like, it was a date just. It was one that looked good, and I just scooped it up there and then. So I guess you could say that was probably one of those big milestone purchases, but it wasn't like something that I personally went out of my way for. It was just timing and luck. I know how hard it was to get a Rolex, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna miss out on this opportunity because even if I didn't want, I could still flip it if I really wanted to, even though I didn't. But yeah. What's your thoughts right now on the macro action? All-time highs keep hitting. Gold finding its floor. What's your thoughts on more macro level right now? So Josh, I mean, first, personally, in my opinion, like I kind of mentioned a little bit earlier on, I'm just gonna keep looking for longs on NQ. I don't have any reasons to try to short this. Would we potentially have a bigger time frame double top leading into the end of the week? That's possible. I mean, I guess I would be interested in watching a short trade for that in that regard. But otherwise, I wouldn't fight this trend. I would trade the trend, to be perfectly honest. Now, when it comes to gold wise though, I think gold is a little bit more tradable in terms of like you're taking swing high, swing lows. I made the comment earlier, like if you think about gold is kind of like in a daily range. And I'll just kind of go back to this chart again here. Like we're like in a daily range right now. So personally, in my opinion, like I think there's opportunity to swing high and swing low until we finally break out of this. Like it looks like we're trying to pressure cook our way up, but I'm still fairly bearish on gold. I mean, if NQ continues to keep pushing, I don't see why gold would continue to follow that. At least not right now. I see us having a potential to continue to break further down. Again, all speculative, right? For now, I would say that gold is going to probably be the easier trade still between NQ and gold. Easier in a sense of where sometimes it's hard for people who just want to take trades that are just straight up, right? Like it's really difficult. So, yeah. My 2 cents. Scalp shorts or long? I mean, you can scalp any. I'm sorry, Zay, when you were asking that question, that was a scalp short. If you were asking with the NQ short earlier, that's what I was referring to. Was just scalping the short. I dream I got into Asia hours during the market reversal back up of the cruise first. Did you get any of that action? I don't even remember anymore. I don't think so. I don't think I did. I don't remember, to be honest. That's a little bit further back now. 2-minute volume spike below dip buying by the big boys. I would see if this is a follow through or if this is just going to be a failure, to be honest. Don't get too caught up in this. I personally don't like the chase trades. I know some people would hop on this immediately, but not me. Do you wear the roller or do you keep it in storage? I wear it. I do wear it, actually. Where's my other one? I actually showed it last time. This is actually a Daytona. Who asked me that question? John? Was it John? Who asked me that question? Now I just lost. I lost whoever asked. Well, whoever asked the question. That's like the Panda Daytona. I know the camera's really blurry, so you probably can't really tell, but that's one I wear often. I know the question. Everyone's always looking for that one secret sauce of what's that one thing to change. Escape, honestly, man, like there is no one thing. It's a culmination of multiple things. I think you need a lot. It's not just figuring out one little nuance of training and suddenly you're just gonna make it. It's a culmination of everything, and it all depends on the person too. Every single person has different things that make them tick, and it's about figuring out what that is. So, do you do anything different that you know of from the other streamers when you start your stream? Because on mobile, when watching others, I can't switch my apps, but whenever I watch you, YouTube lets me. Sorry, John. What's your question? I'm not doing anything different from the other streamers. When you say other streamers, are you talking about the other host of Project 365 or just in general? Oh, are you talking about the Oyster Flex? Josh, are you talking about this one? Oyster Flex? Yeah. Those are a lot lighter. I find that I like the Oyster Flexes because they're lighter, but obviously you're gonna have to have certain occasions to wear them. The metal bands like the Panda, they're nice, but they're heavy. Like they're really heavy. Like it really wears on you. You don't think about it, but when you wear it for a long time, it really wears on you. Would I recommend Take Profit Trader as a prop firm? 100%, man. Take Profit Trader is my bae. I literally trade Take Profit Trader the most. Any reason why you're shorting such a bullish trend? I'm not shorting it. Is that question for me? I'm not shorting. I'm not shorting the NQ right now. If that's what you're asking. Yeah, it's safer to just run with longs. I know everyone's talking about the APs right now. I mean, you know what? I get why people are really upset about it. I mean, I don't know the business thought process around it, but if I were thinking about it, I think it's just like it's about building awareness on a product so that like you hope that it'd be good for the business, because in the end of the day, right? Like I'm just thinking business. I'm not talking like I'm not a high end luxury brand expert in any way or form. I just think about it this way, right? If a brand like AP who sells say 50,000 watches or some crap like that for 50,000 a piece, right? Well, there you have it already, right? You already know the hundreds of millions of dollars they're making on that. Now, if they introduce a smaller lineup, cheaper one, collaboration with Swatch, they're technically introducing a broader audience to AP. And so in the future, these young individuals who are now own these $300 APs, even if 1% of the masses end up buying a luxury AP in the future, from a cash flow perspective, it makes sense. So from a strategy perspective, I understand why people are doing that. But I mean, again, I don't know luxury brands well enough to even really weigh in on there. I'm just kind of thinking about it from a business perspective. Would I recommend 50K or 150K? If you're just starting up, I think 50K still has the best profit to drawdown ratio. But I personally like the 150Ks more because I like the drawdown for my personal use of trading. You're loving the psychology on TPT test count. Yeah. Yeah, and Josh, what he kind of just talked about there about the Omega and Swatch collaboration. Now, I don't know if a lot of people know, but Omega and I believe Omega owns Swatch, so that collaboration makes a little bit more sense. But if you actually look at the business details, ever since Omega did that Swatch collaboration, they've sold more of the regular Omegas because more people now know of them. So that's what I'm saying. I think that there's a strategy around that to like it hits the masses, so it works, right? Um, If you can tame any ride, any type of whale, what whale would you ride and why? Well, what's your name? Leliot? I mean, I would have to know the variation of whales, man. How do I answer that question? I don't even know. I think the only whale I know, what is it, like the orca whales, the beluga whale? I mean, I don't really know anything else, man. I feel like being a person who lives in Vancouver, I kind of have to naturally go with the orca whale. Oh, is AP collab a pocket watch? Oh, see, look, that's good to know. I didn't know that. AP lost a trademark lawsuit to secure their design they lost. So instead of dupes copying, they wanted to take a part of the lower entry watches, hence the collab. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense too. Hey, what's going on, Zay? Look at NQ go. Look at NQ go. What a beautiful test of that level, eh? Test of that level, and we just rocketed. Bam. New Darkness. Oh, you live in Burnaby. Hey, we're neighbors. I live close. I'm basically on the border of Burnaby, technically speaking, as well. Killer whale would be my spirit animal. Ah, okay. Okay. You passed your 6th EPIX eval. Let's go. Congrats, man. Yo, New Darkness, do you have me on Instagram? You probably know, if you're following me on Instagram, you probably know that I eat around this area a lot, actually. How are the charts looking? Well, NQ's moving. I'm expecting some sort of a reaction as we get up here, though. As we talk about like scalping opportunities, we might be able to get one if we get a move up there strong. I haven't actually checked the thumbs up yet. Have we hit 300 yet? Because if we have 300 thumbs up, I'll do another giveaway. We're at 293, guys. There's 315 of you guys right now. 7 of you guys need to drop a thumbs up, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna drop my Instagram here for you, man. I mean, if you're a fellow neighbor of mine, man, I mean, we pretty much eat at the same places probably, if that's the case, if you live in Burnaby. Slam, I will talk about the giveaway once we get to 300. Oh, we're at 300 thumbs up. Bam, let's go. Man, you guys are on it today. Good job, guys. All right, I'll give you guys the details here, okay? So, I guess I should delete that now that we've already done that part. I got to set up the bot first, so guys, don't get ahead of yourselves, okay? I got to set up the bot still. Okay, so when I do set up the bot, so do not start typing it, guys, because I have not started yet. What did I just say? What did I just say, guys? Okay, type this in the chat only once for the giveaway. Okay, I'm going to start the thing here. All right. Let's go. Gavin, you too? Yeah, man, I'm a Vancouverite. I'm in the West Coast. Anyone that's on the stream right now, guys, I'm from Vancouver. All right, well, while you guys are doing that, I guess I should finish up my cake. And for you guys that are in the lower mainland, if you haven't already tried Gary's Patisserie's mango cakes, man, they're freaking bomb. Remember, don't spam. Only once, guys. Only once. I see some of you guys spamming right now. Vancouver meetup. Yeah, I'd be up for that, man. Actually, I have a lot of students here in Vancouver that I actually mentor. And since they actually live in my own city, I can actually mentor them live in person, so. Let's get it rolling. We have about interesting. We have about a minute left, 2 minutes left. Gold shorts. I haven't looked at gold. What's gold doing? Oh, look at that. Rejecting Globex. Surprise, surprise. That would have been a nice scalp. Streamlab will automatically enter you in. We got a minute left here, guys. A minute left to the giveaway. I can confirm for sure. Shiv Hacks. I know you asked the question. I'm looking at the giveaway bot and I see your name in it. So you are good. You're in it. You don't need to worry. Thirty seconds left. Yeah, it's Dante, 100%. That's what Josh was saying as well. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, there are so many counterfeits out there. SVRJ. I'm sure you're in here, man. If you typed it in, I'm sure you're in here. All right, let's see. Time's up. All right, the winner, Yazin Hagos. You are the winner. DM me on Instagram, Yazin. DM me on Instagram. Luck money bags. I used to do them manually and people said the same thing. I'm letting the bot do it now, okay? It can't be that. All right, all right. Nice. Yuck, no thanks. Right on, man. Congrats. Way to go. Ooh. Does gold really want shorts here? I'd wait. You want gold for buys, do ya? Are you going for longs here? Let's see how we close here. Yeah, we have 30 minutes until the New York, not New York, sorry. We have 20 minutes until the London opens here. I don't make, as crazy it is as it is, I don't mind taking a small stab shorts on NQ. It'd be risky. It'd be risky. How much points? Oh man, that's a lot of risk though. That's like 40 points. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. Well, long NQ if it holds 29,300, it gives good signal bar. Yeah, that's totally fair. half an hour until the New York opens here. Or not the New York, I keep saying that, London Open. I honestly VWAP is pretty like it's pretty reliable. I mean, I like the VWAP. I know it's not for everyone, but I like it. Hey Gavin, that's separate. So like the Discord, I'm one of the individuals that have my signal channel in the Discords with Break Trades. But in terms of mentorship and stuff like that, that's very unique to each of us. That's us individually. But you can always reach out to me on Instagram though on my DMs if you guys are curious about anything like that. Like if you want to check in and connect with me, I'm more than happy like hop on quick calls with you guys. Just shoot me a DM. What's gold doing right now, anyways? Let's see. Holding. Have a good night, Vernati. Take care, man. Yeah, gold is holding VU up at the moment. Oh, I'm watching NQ here. I'm open to stabbing NQ shorts, but I'd have to keep my expectations low though, based on where we are. Yeah, but at this point in time, we might just get a bit of a pause here for a bit here. Might not get much follow through until it opens up here. And if you haven't noticed already, you'll get a little bit of that action when London opens, and then the hour after that as well, you get some pretty clean follow through afterwards. What else are you guys trading tonight, man? Taking mean oil reversion plays, eh? Nice, nice. strategy. I know the question gets asked a lot. Bar by bar, multi-time frame analysis, market structure. I use EMAs and VWAPs for extra conviction. Trend range trader, do a little bit of both. Oh, Ivan, did you miss both giveaways? I did it twice already, man. In terms of why I would take a short on a bullish movement, because even in a bull trend, there are pullbacks, right? So generally speaking, you have to manage your expectation on shorts, obviously, right? Like you don't want to shoot for a great deal of amount when you do. Um, Ideally, yeah, you want to ride the longs the best you can, but I mean, I wouldn't take a long, not from here anyways. Longs wouldn't make sense from this part on. In terms of indicator wise, I like VWAP. I like the nine. I like the EMAs as well. It really depends, right? They're just additional for me there, right? I like the 9 EMAs that I like to reference. I like the 200 EMA as well. Again, it all depends, man. I'm gonna take a low expectation short here, just to take a stab. I'm okay with the risk. I'm gonna wait and see how this candle forms here, and I'll definitely make my decision in a bit. I want to see if we can break the highs here. This would be a very short, tight trade though if I take this, gang. Just FYI. I don't smoke at all, man. I don't smoke at all. I don't smoke or drink. I collect whiskey, but I don't even drink it technically speaking. Hey, TD, what's going on, man? You missed the giveaway already, man. You missed the giveaway, brother. What kind of whiskey we talking about? I got like Macallans. I got like the Macallans are the ones that I care about the most. I do collect the Johnny Walker blue labels, but I only collect them because of the Zodiacs. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Gavin, no, I don't really rely on volume bars all too much. I have it there, but it doesn't really play a heavy emphasis. Thanks, Ellie. Take care, man. Have a good night. TD, earlier I took my gold trade on shorts. As of right now, we're just kind of looking, man. I mean, we're about 20 minutes off from London Open right now, so I probably it's not wise to take anything right now, to be honest. Like anything that is taken is going to be really risky. I feel like you could get faked out really quickly here. I'd say that at this point, between now and London Open, I'm probably only going to scalp if I were to take a trade. I'm probably not interested in holding any big positions right now. Going short on a long 1 minute candle, going into a strong resistance level, just blind going short into that. What do you think of my idea? Go short on a long 1 minute candle? What does that mean, a long 1 minute candle? Just blind going into short. Yeah, big burrs. I'm not really too sure what you mean by that. I don't really understand your comment on a long 1 minute candle. I'm the 1 minute time frame now, so I'm not really too sure what you're looking at here. What does 200 bips have to do with a 1 minute candle? Sorry if this is a terminology that I'm supposed to understand. I don't really get what that means. Yeah, see, like this is like this is not tradable technically. Price action after the pump up and then this pullback. Like it's a guessing game at this point, right? Like it looks like it's kind of weakening and dying here, but yeah, not ideal. I mean, since price is just ranging here right now, I mean, I don't mind showing you some of my stuff. I'll be right back, man. I gotta grab it though. It's like actually, you know what I have actually? I bought this one actually because my brother-in-law really likes Centauri, so I got this one. Give me a second here. Have you ever had this before? This is like a Centauri 10 years Kujira Ryukyu whiskey. What does it look here? That's like part of the Centauri group. Not sure if you've ever had that before. Yeah, it's Japanese whiskey. Not like really my biggest cup of tea, but it's stuff that some people like though. I actually have the because I was a big Tesla guy when I was trading back then too. I actually have the Tesla tequila cups. Have you ever seen them before? I have those as well. I just stowed away my stuff there, but that's another one of those things as well. Makes me cough thinking about drinking it. Yeah, I mean I don't drink, so I hear you on that one. This is the Tesla one. These are the Tesla tequila cups, if you can see it. Yeah, it's my daughter. My family's sick right now. We're really holding beneath Globex opening for gold right now. Well, technically speaking, if you drive a Tesla, you're not really actually driving. You're just it's driving you. See, Jason knew exactly what I was talking about. He was on it. So that scalp trade would have worked out by the way on NQ. We would have hit PT already. Yeah, and honestly, I usually just take the higher size positions and I'll scalp. Like something like this right now, I'd like scalp with like minis ever so often, just until I can get myself out of that intraday trailing drawdown. Yes, your comment about the law stipulates. Yes, I mean obviously we're being sarcastic. I don't think anyone should ever really drink and drive. Oh, that 2 minute double top on Globex off Globex here on gold. I'll be right back. I'll grab some of the other things just because we're ranging action here anyways right now. If you're asking me based on that specific thing, I would say support and resistance. I mean, supports and resistance is basically like levels, right? Like, I mean, support and resistance, that concept is really levels, channels, areas of interest. I mean, technically speaking, supply and demand is technically support and resistance too, in theory. So, um, absolutely, that plays into a factor in my trading. Indicators don't drive my trading, but they add as conviction for me. So this was like the Zodiac one, by the way, guys. Like when I talk about the blue bottle, like see how they nice they are? This is the Year of the Tiger. And so this was like the Zodiac edition. Yeah, so this is like this is what I mean by I collect the series just because I personally just for the Zodiacs. I don't even like Blue Label as a Johnny Walker. Like out of the Johnny Walkers, I actually prefer their platinum more than the Blue Label. Yeah, Rocky, 100%, man. This is the Macallan, by the way, the rare cast black. Bottle essentially looks like that. Do you trade primarily U.S. markets, non-U.S. hours? Um, sure. I mean, I only trade the NQ in gold, if that's what you're asking. I only trade NQ in gold, and I trade Asia, London, and New York. New York, I don't trade too much anymore, obviously, but do I trade divergences? Nope. I don't do SMT. I don't do divergences. Not my cup of tea. Nothing against it. I just don't. Two R would have been hit already on NQ shorts based on that move. Got 8 minutes left here till the market opens for London. You just had MA? What does MA mean, Rocky? No, I'd be chasing already. I should have entered earlier when I made the comment up here when I said that I want to scalp gold or sorry, scalp NQ shorts. This would have been it. We would have already had a solid run. Like this is two to three R already at this point. Same thing with gold. That short trade would have played out already, but I know I was busy showing the collection of stuff, but I honestly wasn't interested in taking too many trades right now going into the London Open either, just because you don't always get follow through leading into it. Yeah, that was solid. That was a solid one on gold. Nice. You caught the NQ shorts. Nicely done. Are you still in or did you take profit already? No, I'm from Vancouver, Canada. What would you recommend when you start pulling profits in prop firms? Do you put in under business or just keep it as personal? Sorry to ask this question. That is honestly an accounting question, and that's because depending on where you live in state, country, city, that's going to be completely different. Your tax laws are different everywhere, right? So how prop firm income is viewed in your country and your tax demographic, it really all depends, man. Uptick. Hey, you're catching on, brother. You're catching on. Yeah, that's the reason why earlier I was looking at that short as well. I'm like, you probably knew it the moment I was saying it. Nicely done, my friend. Nicely done. I'm so stiff right now. If you guys were wondering why I'm moving around so much. Oh, ooh, nice. That gold short, baby. What are we at right now? It would have been about 1.5 R so far on that gold short. NQ. Yeah, I mean NQ is already not solid 2R here already. Hey, no problem at all, man. No problem. Hey, right on, dude. That's awesome. Gold keeps going. Gold keeps going. We're making good moves. So far, gold has already seen a 9-point move. Your TP got hit 29,300. Nice. Nice on that gold, on that NQ short, my friend. Gold be running. We're at 10.7 points already. Market opens in 3 minutes, gang. Just attempting a breakout trade. Not usually my cup of tea, so I don't know if this is going to get followed through or not. I'm watching the FF indicator right now as well because we are testing a trend line at the moment. Gold looks like it's holding its shorts right now. It's holding beneath the old New York opening print there. I'm not sure if it's going to continue to hold, but it looks like it's trying. Yeah, gold is holding beneath the 2-minute trigger line at the moment. Just to show you guys what that is. So this is the gold setup. This is the 2-minute trigger line. This was the trend line that we pulled back beneath. Right now, NQ is doing something similar. We're holding, but it's not exactly the same though. We are holding beneath the trend line there. Also on the 5-minute trend line would be about right there as well. Currently in a buy, my friend. What is the best prop firm to start as a beginner? Lucid. Lucid's the best, I would say. Lucid's the best because they're low cost and their value. Like they have props that have no rules. So I think like not I shouldn't say no rules, but they have the least amount of rules. So I prefer them the best in that regard. Nice. Hey, not a bad way to end the night, Rocky. I mean, this is my last trade too. I mean, I gotta head to bed. It's been a long couple days, man. Especially with the family not feeling great. So I know I'm not gonna be able to sleep well, and I'm probably have to wake up early too. So nice work, Rocky. No problem at all, Big Bears. Thanks, Rocky. Appreciate it, bro. That explains why you guys are asking that question. Thanks, man. That was from earlier, man. I didn't even realize it. Gold is pushing down though right now. We're still holding beneath right now. No problem at all. Stan. We're holding beneath the trend line. So just to show you guys, this is the trend line thing I was talking about. Right there. What I would pay attention to, guys, going into the New York session, to be honest, at this point, is I would like to see how NQ reacts um, as we make our way back up to all-time highs. I don't know. I mean, obviously, we're very bullish, so we might be able to kind of break out and push stronger, but I'm watching to see if we actually kind of double top in the larger time frames at some point this week. So it's something I'm looking for on the NQ for sure. When we talk about gold, gold is holding right now. This is the moment of truth for gold, man. If we break beneath that, I think we can flush down lower. We could probably flush down to 46.97. I think we can flush down there in gold right now if we get follow through. Yeah, I think that would be really reasonable, to be honest. NQ's holding the old opening print right now still. For NQ there. GC is dying, I think. Right now, everything does look bearish on gold, so... I'm gonna grab a glass of water. I'll be right back. I am gonna log off soon. If you guys have any questions for me, probably ask your questions now because I probably will log off in a couple of minutes here, gang. I'm just gonna grab some water. All right. So the long trade on the NQ, I mean, you guys, if you guys know, I usually don't like trading the opening print. Like I said, I was just trying to see if we could get some follow through breakout to the upside. Hence why the small expectation on the trade and not large expectation. That's kind of why I had that here for the NQ. I was essentially looking for us to see if we can continue to hold and push higher off of the old opening print here. But we're not getting follow through. We're actually holding the bottom of the trend there. So there's probably a good possibility I'm going to get stopped out here. In terms of the gold, though, the gold trade is the better trade. You can see here that we obviously the double top off of gold was a very clean outcome on the given trade. And right now, the way that we're locking in this lower high beneath the 47.13 spot as well is proving to be solid for us as well. I mean, whether you took it off the double top, which means that you would have nailed a 13-point trade on gold already, or even if you were to look here and test this lower high short trade on the on gold, overall you still would have had almost a 1 hour move at this point now. So I mean, I think good probability here for gold to continue lower. Even if right now, if you want, again, this is where it comes down to risk management. If you want to take the risk or not, the trade could be happening already on gold, so that's what makes it really difficult to take an entry now. But I don't blame anyone who would want to take this short trade right now, though. If you trade just reduce and it works, does it work? It order flow to it. Yeah, I mean, order flow is order flow. I mean, you know, I don't think that changes all too much. I always look at additional instruments like order flow, like the what is it called? There's the other one too, and I forgot what it's called already. But those are things that I consider them as additional acts of instrument. So they shouldn't change the trading strategy too much. They're almost kind of like layers that you're throwing on there. If there are certain things that are going to help you provide a little bit more thought points on where a trade could end up, then sure. But otherwise, man, like, yeah, I don't think it should affect the trading system all too much. Good, Rasta Pasta. Still up. I mean, I took 3 minis on a gold trade earlier, so I mean, the gold trade is definitely keeping me in the green. That was a fairly small size trade on the NQ earlier, and again, not a setup that I would normally take, but I want to just test the theory out to see if we'd actually get some breakout. NQ is pretty weak right now. It does look like we're gonna like. I'll show you here in a second here. Where's the? Are you looking at NQ right now? No. There you go. Like NQ, you can see here, we are failing and we're starting to push beneath the trigger line here. We're likely going to test this 5-minute trigger line here at 284. I'd be interested to see if we bounce here. If we don't, then yeah, I think that push through is going to be a sharper dive on the NQ. Going into this London session right now, what I would probably take a look at for gold is I would like to see if we can come tag the range beneath here. And if we can get lower, I'd be even willing to go all the way down here. Otherwise, at this point in time, I mean, if we just end up ranging back and forth, I think that's for me when I'm looking at trades is I'm looking at like I'm looking at to establish whether or not we are trending or whether we are ranging right now. And gold does look like it wants follow through down, so I wouldn't be a test taking short trades down here. But I would wait. I would wait to see where we can get a nice level test at the opening prints, or just to at least test this 4713 area again to see if we can get another nice rejection to down to the downside. I think gold's going to be the easier one to trade tonight, to be honest. I don't know if New York's going to give you the follow through that you're going to want. That'd be my 2 cents on it. So, and yeah, to what Spoolie said, it just added confluence, right? I think anytime you add instruments, that's exactly what it is. It's added confluence more than anything else. So, but yeah, I mean, it's getting late for me. I do got to head out here, gang. Thanks for tuning in today. I think we had a pretty good turnout. Definitely, I'll be back on here again. All of us, Project 365, we're streaming all day long, 10 hours a day. So next one up is going to be Mitch during the pre-market, and then Jake will take us over to the New York Open. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned some things along the way. And we will obviously continue to do the giveaway. So we'll have at least one account to do giveaway tomorrow night, maybe 2 if we can get the same type of turnout as we did today. So you guys have a great night, okay, guys? Take it easy, man.